Hi, in this video I want to show you DocTran, a new library which allows you to transform documents and extract information. It was just integrated into LangChain and is actually quite powerful. I will show you the capabilities of DocTran with some examples. You will find the link to the code in the description. I'm here in VS Code, and as you can see in the first cell we install DocTran with pip install DocTran, and we also need LangChain to make it work together. So this is the first step you have to run, and after that we will load our OpenAI API key, because DocTran only works in combination with an LLM. So we have to do that as second step. After loading our API key, we will import the document class and also JSON. And now we can go to our example. As you can see, this is an example email from a customer, and we say, "Dear Mustang Motors, I'm writing to express my dissatisfaction with a recent car purchase. Here's the model of the car, and yeah, we want a refund for that car. And here is the information we want to provide to the customer service. Here's the name of the customer which made the complaint." So this is a very basic example for a request for a refund. Now let's take the perspective of a first level support employee. For example, the person has to read the email and extract the correct information. So what is this email about? What model is it? Who actually made the request? This is all the information we want to extract here. But in the ages of LLMs, we can extract this information with an LLM. So I'm gonna show you how to do this. So let's first now actually define this information. And then we import the DocTran property extractor. So this helps us to extract the correct information. First, we create an instance of a document. You can process multiple documents here. And we set the page content property to the complaint email content. For the extractor, we have to define a list of categories we want to extract. So the first one is the category itself of the email. So we can provide here an enum. So these are the different kind of categories of email we want to extract. So is it a complaint, a refund request, a product feedback, or is it a customer service email, or any other which cannot fall into the first four categories? The type, which is a string, and also if that's required for the document extraction. We also want the name of the product, so we call it here mentioned product, and the description, this is for the LLM, the product mentioned in this email. Type is string and also required. And then we also want the issue description, which is a brief explanation of the problem encountered with the product. Also type string and also required. Then we pass this list of dictionaries here to the DocTran property extractor constructor, and we also pass in the OpenAI model we want to use. We want to use GPT 3.5 Turbo, which is a lot cheaper than the GPT-4 model. So we define that, and after that we use the await keyword here because this works asynchronously, and we use the aTransformDocuments method from this class, and we want to transform the documents, which is actually just a single document here. And we also pass in the properties. So these are the properties. To see the results a little bit more clearly, we can use JSON dumps to convert that list of documents now into a JSON object. And if we do that, we can see the extracted information from that email. This takes a little time because it actually makes a request to OpenAI. And now we've got our extracted properties. The category is the refund request, the mentioned product is a Mustang GT, and the issue description, which is a little summary of the email, is car functionality and performance not as advertised. So as you can see, this is actually quite powerful, and we can use it to classify categories and also get a summary of an unstructured email. If you tried to create some kind of classifier with plain OpenAI or LangChain before, you know that's quite difficult. So this is a very, very helpful way to classify and extract the correct information from an email. Another use case can be to convert that kind of information into some kind of Q&A structure. For example, if you have this email and want to store it in a vector database to extract information from that later, you can convert it into question and answers, which makes it easier to get that information back from the VectorStore. I will show you how to do this. You import the DocTran QA transformer class, and then you create another document here, and you instantiate the DocTran transformer again with the OpenAI model, which is GPT 3.5 Turbo, and then use the aTransformDocuments method from this class, and then you get back a transformed document. I will show you how that looks like. We can use here JSON dumps to make it look a little bit nicer. This also takes a few seconds, and as you can see here, we have now a dictionary with a list of questions and answers which were created from the model. So we've got a question: what is the reason for your dissatisfaction with the car? And the answer is the car's functionality and performance have not matched the quality advertised. So the model creates these questions and also provides the correct answers. So this makes it easier for us now to work with the data. I think the best use case for this is to actually take unstructured information like a long text, convert it into a Q&A structure, and store that into a vector database. Okay, let's jump to our last example, and this makes use of the DocTran text translator class. So this helps us to translate emails and whatever text we want to use as input. So we can use this document class, and we tell in the constructor the language we want to use. And I say we want the email in German, and we also have to provide the OpenAI model. So we instantiate it here, and again use await because it's working asynchronously, and we use the transform documents method again. So they all have the same interface, and then we just run the method, and we get back the converted content of the email. Okay, that's the output. Sehr geehrtes Mustang Motors Team, ich schreibe Ihnen, um meine Unzufriedenheit mit dem Autokaufen mitzuteilen. As you can see, this works. I understand it, of course, because I'm German. And yeah, you can use any other language here, which makes it a pretty powerful tool to create a document in another language in just a single method call. So pretty easy to use. Okay, that's it. As you can see, DocTran is a pretty powerful tool and very well integrated into LangChain. So let me know in the comments what you think of DocTran, and if you liked the video, feel free to subscribe to my channel and like the video, of course. Thank you very much. Bye bye.